things Halloween. This is Hauntformer, and welcome to another Spirit Halloween sneak peek for 2019. If you want to technically call this a sneak peek, this is yet another online Spirit Halloween decoration. Not even really an animatronic, more of a prop decoration for you guys. So, the sneak peeks have kind of been starting and stopping throughout the season. We got a few in June, they kind of stopped, came back for the beginning of July, and then stopped again, and now we have yet another, and hopefully they will continue in a pattern from here on out throughout the remainder of July. And of course, today, we are talking about the Twisty the Clown from the American Horror Story TV show. American Horror Story debuted several years ago, and I know it's been a pretty popular show. In terms of my relationship with the show, I've seen the cult season, and I really liked it. I haven't seen many of the other seasons. I know that Twisty here is from the Freak Show season, so there's been a lot of different characters that have come and gone throughout the show. Personally, I know that Twisty is kind of the face of the program, just because he's the most recognizable and most sinister-looking character. There's also, like, the creepy white-faced nun, which is also a very popular one to sport the show. I've never been a huge fan, obviously, because I've only seen one season, maybe like an episode of Roanoke here and there, but in terms of being a diehard fan, I'm not the biggest fan of the show, but I respect it for putting horror in the limelight. And, of course, Twisty here looks really cool. He has a lot of detail, he looks really good, and he stands 6.3 feet tall, so he's rather a tall clown. And I like the accessories he comes with. From the video, you can see that you can mix and match what accessories he holds in which hand, and you can add new stuff if you want. Not sure what other weapons he uses besides the ones that you see, but it's still cool nonetheless to have a Twisty prop for the fans of AHS to collect. And I say collect because this is really more of a collector's item than it is a Halloween decoration. It is a Halloween decoration, but I feel like it's going to appeal more to fans of the show who want an item to have on display, whether it's in their room, in their house, or for Halloween. Regardless, this is more for the collector rather than for a home haunter or something like that. I think the same can be said for a few decorations that Spirit has released this year, like the Good Guy doll and the Terror Dog, which makes me wonder a little bit if Spirit Halloween is trying to dive into more of movie memorabilia and props, more so than just Halloween animatronics. So you have to remember that Spirit's trying to dive into some different territory. The only issue that I can foresee with this is really two. First thing is, like I said earlier, this is an online-only prop, which is a little upsetting because we're not seeing a lot of in-store props so far this season. In fact, the only only two we've really seen are Bloodthirsty Betty and the Good Guy doll. But other than that, I wish he would be in stores so fans of the show could see him in person and we could see him in person. To see that detail up close, especially on a static prop, is really important. So I don't know how big of a seller he'll be online outside of the fan base of American Horror Story. And the other issue is, of course, as many people have pointed out, his price. I personally don't have a huge gripe with the price. One, because I'm not going to buy him to begin with, but two, just because I understand that he's a licensed character and he's quite tall and has a lot of nice little details in there. But if you had a mannequin and you threw on a Twisty clown costume for like $60, you could probably get the same effect and save a lot of money. So I understand where people are coming from. I think this is for the diehard fans who really want a licensed Twisty prop. Not sure how many of those fans are out there. I know for the Terror Dog, you have a lot more avid Ghostbuster fans than you do for American Horror Story, but I'm sure that Twisty fans are still out there and ready to pounce on this prop. As for me, I'm not gonna go for Twisty, not because I don't think he looks really cool, but because I'm not a huge fan of the show or the series to begin with. So it's just not something feasible for me to get, especially with the price that he is featured at. I don't think he's bad. I like that the mouth is removable and you can switch around the little accessories that he comes with. All that's great. And again, it's really cool to see a prop from that show. But for me, I'm going to slide on Twisty just because I know that there's going to be more decorations. I already purchased, of course, the Good Guy doll from Spirit Halloween. So it's just a matter of time to see what other things Spirit's going to have to offer in 2019. But of course, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you like Twisty, or are you going to pass on him like me? Whatever your thoughts are, I want to hear them. Thank you for watching the sneak peek. Stay tuned for the next one. But guys, remember, Spirit is obviously not on the same schedule as past years. So sometimes I know people like to look at old videos or old sneak peeks and say, oh, today's the day they're going to release it. Don't get your hopes up. Don't be disappointed. Just let the sneak peeks come as they do and enjoy the ride. Thank you for watching. And remember, as always, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.